Africa remains on the spot on its handling of elections as justice groups and intellectuals condemn the greed of power influenced by violence and disobedience to the rule of law. Speakers at the International Development Economists Associates Conference in Dakar, Senegal, appealed to the continent to respect the will of the people while accusing the African Union and other regional blocs of legitimizing disputed elections. Kevin Mutai has more from Senegal.
This conference has officially kicked off in Dakar, Senegal, bringing together different stakeholders to deliberate on issues affecting the African continent. And here, the Gen Z movement calling for accountability and good governance dominated the conference.
In 2024 to 2025, at least 10 African countries experienced youth-led protests driven by whether it was taxation, police violence, corruption, and governance failures.
Political parties are not inspiring us. You remember we are saying we are partyless, we are leaderless, we are tribeless, and it's because we've seen how tribe has been used over time to divide the people. Resistance is going to keep coming up. Resistance is going to keep becoming even more intense. And I worry for the day people decide to take up arms because something has got to give.
If you have a finance bill and they say Kenya owes so much money, does Kenya owe the money, these Euro bonds that they got to Kenya? How much of it came into Kenya? The challenge is our intellectuals are not doing their work.
Some of the speakers casted a doubt on the elections within the African continent.
I'm sure you have all seen the sham elections that happened in Tanzania, the killings of the young Gen Zs in Tanzania for simply saying no reforms, no elections, for simply calling out the president of Tanzania. But what was even more shocking for us was that our president and the president of Uganda endorsed this presidency. The African Union chairperson endorsed this presidency. So we are growing up and realizing the world as we were taught is a lie. There's no democracy. There's no one to hold people accountable.
Since 2015, over 30 African elections have been bitterly disputed, and not disputed because people were contesting on the basis of ideas, but contested because the legitimacy itself was at issue.
The speakers appealing to the youth to join the Pan-African movement in advocating for unity and empowerment of the African people within the continent.
There's been a struggle against Pan-Africanism, the independence of Africa, and the freedom of the African people. Africa is too rich, and we will reorganize the economy of Africa to transform Africa to lay a new path. So the task among the intellectuals, among the leaders in the media, is to change the discourse.
We could have an Africa that would be net creditor in a counterfactual sense, meaning that if we had more control over our natural resources, if we stopped the plunder, or if we were given climate reparations, etc., the rest of the world would owe us.
With the diverse range of national currencies, there were also talks to have a common currency, an effort seen to counter what they called Western imperialist powers. Kevin Mutai, NTV from Dakar, Senegal.